Hello everyone, welcome to this channel. I hope you're keeping well. And if you're new to this channel, then please do subscribe this channel as a small token of love for me. So this is the 4th episode of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Shlok 20. Athah vyavasthitan drishtadhatra rashtrana kapidhvaja prabritya shastra sampanate dhanuruddamya Pandava Rishikesham tvada vakyamidmaha mahipate. At that time, Arjuna, the son of Pandu, seated in the chariot bearing the flag marked with Hanuman, took up his bow and prepared to shoot his arrows. O king, after looking at the sons of Dhritarashtra drawn in a military array, Arjuna then spoke to the Lord Krishna these words. The battle was just about to begin. It is understood from the above statement that the sons of Dhritarashtra were more or less disheartened by the unexpected arrangement of military force by the Pandavas, who were guided by the direct instructions of Lord Krishna on the battlefield. The emblem of Hanuman was another sign of victory, because Hanuman cooperated with Lord Ram in the battle between Ram and Ravan, and Lord Ram emerged victorious. Now both Ram and Hanuman were present on the chariot of Arjuna to help him. Lord Krishna is Rama himself, and wherever Lord Rama is his eternal servitor Hanuman and his eternal consort Sita, the goddess of fortune, are present. Therefore, Arjuna had no cause to fear any enemies whatsoever, and above all, the Lord of senses, Lord Krishna, was personally present to give him direction. Thus, all good counsel was available to Arjuna in the matter of executing the battle. In such auspicious conditions, arranged by the Lord for his eternal devotee, lay the signs of assured victory. Shlok 21. Arjun uvacha Sena yoru bhayur madhye rathang sthapaya mehechvata yadaveta nirikshaham yadhyu kamana vasthitam. Shlok 22. Arjun uvacha Kaimaryasaha yadhyavyam ashmena rana samyuttame. Arjun said, O infallible one, please draw my chariot between the two armies, so that I may see those present here who desire to fight, and with whom I must contend in this great trial of arms. Although Lord Krishna is the Supreme Personality of the Godhead, out of his causeless mercy, he was engaged in the service of his friend. He never fails in his affection for his devotees, and thus he is addressed here as infallible. As charioteer, he had to carry out the orders of Arjuna, and since he did not hesitate to do so, he is addressed as infallible. Although he had accepted the position of a charioteer for his devotee, his supreme position was not challenged. In all circumstances, he is the Supreme Personality of the Godhead, Rishikesha, the Lord of total senses. The relationship between the Lord and his servitor is very sweet and transcendental. The servitor is always ready to render service to the Lord, and similarly, the Lord is always seeking an opportunity to render some advice and service to the devotee. He takes greater pleasure in his pure devotees assuming the advantageous position of ordering him than he does in being giver of orders. Since he is master, everyone is under his orders and no one is above him to order him. But when he finds that a pure devotee is ordering him, he obtains transcendental pleasure, although he is the infallible master in all circumstances. As pure devotee of Lord Krishna, Arjuna had no desire to fight with his cousins and brothers. but he was forced to come onto the battlefield by the obstinacy of Duryodhana, who was never agreeable to any peaceful negotiation. Therefore, he was very anxious to see who the leading persons present on the battlefield were. Although there was no questions of a peacemaking endeavor on the battlefield, he wanted to see them again and to see how much they were bent upon demanding an unwanted war. Shlok 23. Yothasya manana viksheham yah itehtra samagata dhartarashtrasya durbuddhe yurdhe priya chikirshava. Let me see those who have come here to fight, wishing to please the evil-minded son of Dhritarashtra. It was an open secret that Duryodhana wanted to usurp the kingdom of Pandavas by evil plans, in collaboration with his father Dhritarashtra. Therefore, all the persons who had joined the side of Duryodhana must have been birds of the same feather. Arjuna wanted to see them on the same battlefield before the fight was to begin, just to learn who they were, but he had no intention of proposing peace negotiations with them. It was also a fact that he also wanted to see to make an estimate of the strength which he had to face, although he was quite confident of the victory because Krishna was sitting by his side. Shlok 24. Sanjay Uvacha Eve Mukta Hrishikesho Gudakeshane Bharata Sena Yoru Bhayoramadhye Sthapayitta Rathuttamam. Sanjay said, O descendant of Bharata, having thus been addressed by Arjuna, Lord Krishna drew up the fine chariot in the midst of the armies of both the parties. In this case, Arjuna is referred to as Gudakesha. Gudaka means sleep, and one who conquers sleep is called Gudakesha. Sleep also means ignorance. So Arjuna conquered both sleep and ignorance because of his friendship with Krishna. As a great devotee of Krishna, he could not forget Krishna even for a moment, because that is the nature of a devotee. Either in wakening or in sleep, a devotee of Lord can never be free from thinking of Krishna's name, from qualities and pastimes. Thus, a devotee of Krishna can conquer both sleep and ignorance simply by thinking of Krishna constantly. This is called Krishna consciousness or samadhi. As Hrishikesha, or the director of the senses and mind of every living entity, Krishna could understand Arjuna's purpose in placing the chariot in the midst of the armies. Thus he did so and spoke as follows. Thank you for listening episode 4 of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Next part will be uploaded on the upcoming 5th episode of Srimad Bhagavad Gita series. Thank you. Hare Krishna.